Relay Station Kestrel was still cold. For months after REENA saved ASH and KERR, the tin cricket came back. The ship was old. The ship was loud. But now S and KERR were crew. ASH was taller and fast. KERR was stronger and proud. His leg was still hurt, but he did not hide it. They docked at Dock 12, the same dock, the same place where they were left. She looked at the old hazard light. Then he looked away. REENA gave the team a simple plan. Unload fast. Leave fast. Then a security message came. REENA checked her screen. Station security wanted her in Admin Corridor 7. Another name was on the message. PAC Liaison Office. ASH asked one word. VEER? REENA said maybe. KERR said it felt the same. They all went together. In the room, there were guards and two Soren. One was Talve, a council speaker. The other was a Soren enforcer from the day ASH and KERR were abandoned. Talve said a public challenge had been filed by ASH against VEER. Everyone went quiet. Talve explained the law. A marked outcast who survives can challenge a pack leader. ASH had to choose: accept, decline, or stay silent. If he stayed silent, Soren Records would call him a coward. KERR said Assad owed them nothing. Talve said this was not about debt. It was about power. REENA told us it was his choice. Shuff stood still, then spoke. The worst part was not hunger. The worst part was knowing they would do it again. He said if he could stop that, he wanted to try. REENA said yes. The team prepared. Jace got station records. Mara studied the hearing hall. REENA called in favors. Before the hearing, REENA gave Kurt her hot broth and ASH coffee. ASH said the coffee still smelled bad. REENA said that meant the machine still worked. At the hearing hall, everyone came to watch. The tin cricket crew stood together. Across the ring stood VEER in polished armor. The adjudicator called the hearing. ASH stepped into the ring. He said VEER left them on Dock 12. No food. No water. No tags. No record. He said they were left in public under the hazard light. He said he lived because a human captain stopped walking. Then ASH said, "The real challenge. You discarded us. I challenge your right to decide who is worth keeping." VEER answered with cold words. He said hard choices protect the pack. He called ASH marked. He called KERR weak. He said a pack cannot be built on pity. Then ASH called KERR as a witness. KERR entered the ring and looked at VEER. He said his leg was failing that day. He said ASH held him up. He said they waited because they thought someone forgot them. Then he said no one forgot. He pointed at REENA. He said REENA sat on the floor so they would not fear her. He said she gave food before names. He said she asked and did not take. Then KERR said the line that hit everyone. If weakness means needing help once, then all pups are weak. VEER said KERR sounded human. KERR answered fast. Better than yours. Then ASH called REENA. REENA said VEER broke the rules. No transfer record. No medical record. No death record. She said this was not honor. It was hidden abandonment. Next came the trial phase. VEER chose a Soren strategy board. It was a trap. ASH had never used it. ASH asked for a different test. VEER said no. But Talve allowed it. ASH chose a real emergency test. A real cargo bay. A real problem. Freight Ring 9 had a failing coolant manifold. The trial moved there. VEER led the upper team. ASH led the lower team. Cold vapor spread. Pressure rose. Workers were in danger. ASH looked once and understood the problem. The return line was blocked. Mara checked. He was right. KERR opened the drain access. The line was clogged. KERR pushed his arm into freezing sludge and pulled the blockage free. ASH gave quick orders. Jace shut off conveyors. Mara opened the bypass. The station engineer reset the manifold. Pressure dropped. The manifold stabilized. The lights turned green. The bay was safe. People cheered. The court announced the result. Ch won. The hearing returned to the hall for final judgment. Ash stepped into the ring again. He said he did not want title. He did not want blood place. He did not want apology. He asked for a protection order for all young ones marked unfit under VER. He demanded review and station records for every abandoned dependent. Then he added one more rule. If more abandoned juveniles were found without records, VER would lose his right to lead. The hall went silent. This was bigger than revenge. This would protect others. The adjudicator asked Talvey if it was lawful. Talvey said yes. VEER shouted in anger. He called it human poison. KERR stepped forward. REENA stopped him and held him back. Talvey told VEER he had his chance. He had witness. He had trial. Lost. VEER said he kept his pack alive. ASH gave the final answer. No. You kept your fear in charge. The ruling was sealed. VEER lost. Outside the hall, the Tin Cricket crew ate at a dockside noodle stand. Bad lights. Good broth. Jack joked that Asat changed Soren law with coolant pipes. Mara laughed. KERR joked too. It did not hurt this time. REENA looked at the old hazard light in the distance. It still flickered. But now the story was different. Ash asked one quiet question. What if they find more? He meant more abandoned cubs. REENA answered at once. Then we make room. They all laughed. The station was still cold. The galaxy was still hard. But now, more cubs had a chance. Thanks for watching. If you want part 3. Type pack in the comments, like this video if you want more HFY Sci-Fi stories. Share it with one friend who loves space stories. Subscribe Neon Cub Tales now and join the pack.